Was Julius Caesar really an insane person? The mental state of Gaius Julius Caesar, commonly known as Julius Caesar, is a topic of historical debate and speculation. Caesar was a prominent Roman general and statesman who played a crucial role in the demise of the Roman Republic and the rise of the Roman Empire. While there is no definitive evidence to diagnose him with a mental disorder, there are some events and behaviors in his life that have led historians to ponder the possibility of instability or irrationality. One of the most common pieces of evidence cited by those who believe that Caesar was insane is his decision to cross the Rubicon River in 49 BC. This was a major turning point in Roman history, as it marked the beginning of Caesar's civil war against Pompey and the Optimates. Some historians argue that Caesar's decision to cross the Rubicon was a sign of madness, as it was a reckless and unnecessary gamble. Other evidence cited by those who believe that Caesar was insane includes his decision to appoint himself dictator for life, his execution of political opponents, and his claim to be a god. However, it is important to note that these actions were not unprecedented in Roman history. Other Roman leaders had also appointed themselves dictators for life, and some had even claimed to be gods. It is also worth noting that Caesar's contemporaries did not generally believe that he was insane. Suetonius, a Roman biographer who wrote about Caesar in the 2nd century AD, said that Caesar was of sound mind and body and that he was not given to superstition. Here are a few aspects of Caesar's life and behavior that have contributed to discussions about his mental state. First is ambition and power. Julius Caesar displayed an extraordinary ambition for political power. He rose through the ranks of Roman politics rapidly, becoming a consul and military leader. His pursuit of absolute power and disregard for traditional republican institutions and norms raised concerns among his political opponents. The second aspect is military campaigns. Caesar's military campaigns, particularly his conquest of Gaul, modern-day France, were marked by their brutality and ruthlessness. While such actions were not uncommon in the context of ancient warfare, his methods and the sheer scale of his conquests raised questions about his moral character. The third aspect is dictatorship. In 49 BCE, Caesar crossed the Rubicon River with his army and initiated a civil war against his political rival, Pompey. After defeating Pompey, Caesar declared himself dictator perpetuo, dictator in perpetuity, and effectively ended the traditional Roman Republic. This move was seen as a threat to the republican system, and some viewed it as evidence of his unchecked ambition. The fourth aspect is political reforms. During his time as dictator, Caesar implemented a series of political and social reforms, such as the Julian calendar, land redistribution, and extending Roman citizenship. While these reforms were intended to address pressing issues in Rome, they also contributed to the perception of Caesar as a radical and autocratic leader. The fifth aspect is assassination. Caesar's assassination on the Ides of March in 44 BCE is a significant event in Roman history. A group of Roman senators, including his close associates like Brutus and Cassius, conspired to kill him, fearing that his consolidation of power would lead to tyranny. This assassination led to further political turmoil and eventually the rise of Augustus, formerly known as Octavian, and the establishment of the Roman Empire. While some of Caesar's actions and decisions may be viewed as erratic or power-hungry, it's important to consider the political and social context of his time. Rome was undergoing a period of significant transformation, and political instability was not uncommon. Additionally, historical records and accounts from that era are often biased or limited in their perspective. Ultimately, diagnosing Caesar with insanity based on historical evidence would be speculative. His life and actions are better understood as part of the complex political and social dynamics of ancient Rome, where personal ambition and the pursuit of power were common traits among political leaders.